Hope that's okay with everybody.
Great.
Okay, letting another person in.
Did they get in, Aaron?
I think so, yep.
Yep, looks like it.
Because I
Yep.
didn't touch the thing. Now there's another person.
I've got access now, Lorraine.
Okay, perfect.
good.
So I'm just,
Click
we've
away,
got
Aaron.
contact, Houston.
Click away. Yes.
Right, but you know me and technology is like.
Oh, there's Chris.
Hey.
Hello, my dear. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Chris.
Fantastic.
Good. Okay, so we're a few minutes past 6 o'clock, so we will get started now. So I just want to thank everyone for joining us tonight. I know it's been raining for the last few days, and it's now, I mean, in Bowmanville anyways, the sun is out and shining. So I appreciate you guys taking some time out of your evening this evening to join us and Sunwing and Blue Diamond Resorts to get an update on what it's like to travel now and why you should be thinking about booking, whether it's using one of your credits or a new booking for future travel. So I'm going to hand it over to Dave Wright from Sunwing, and he will introduce his team that he has with him tonight.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Aaron. I'm going to share my screen now and get my presentation up on the screen here, as long as it works, which is not working, but bear with me 1 second.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Sorry, everybody. Of course, we're having a little technical difficulties right at the beginning, but it is, trust me, it's going to work because I'm going to make it work.
No worries. That always happens to me.
There we go. Okay, you guys can see my big screen there, big orange Sunwing and everything?
Yeah, we can.
Wonderful.
We can.
Excellent. Okay, good. So thank you. Thank you so much for allowing us to come on here, Aaron, and we really do appreciate it. Just want to introduce myself. My name's Dave Wright. I'm the Director of Sales for Ontario and Atlantic Canada for Sunwing Vacations. And with me today, I've got my two dear colleagues. I've got Lorraine Brisbois. Lorraine is the Senior Business Development Manager for Sunwing Vacations. And I've also got Domenica Aresta on as well. Domenica is the Regional Manager, Business Development for Blue Diamond Resorts. And again, we're so happy that we're actually invited on here. And we love camp travel and so happy that many of your customers have been able to come on here, and we really do appreciate it. Tonight, we've got a couple of presentations to show you. We've got the first one we're going to show you is a presentation on Sunwing Vacations, and that'll be done by myself and Lorraine. And that'll just go through Sunwing, a little bit about who we are and what we have to offer and things like that. Just a general update as far as that goes. And then we've also got Domenica, and she's got a much better presentation than we do. I love her presentation, and that is specifically on Blue Diamond Resorts, and she's going to show us a lot of great resorts that Blue Diamond has, and hopefully, you know, get a lot of different ideas in your mind as far as where you want to take that long-awaited vacation and things like that. So I just want to start off and say that as far as who we are, as far as Sunwing, we are the largest vertically integrated travel company in North America. On the vacation side of things, we've got Sunwing Vacations. Of course, we all know Sunwing Vacations. In the US, I just want to mention we do have a company called Vacation Express, and that is our US tour operator in the States. They're based out of Atlanta, Georgia. Of course, we've got Sunwing Airlines, which is a separate subsidiary of the Sunwing Travel Group, and that, of course, is our planes that get you down to your great destinations and things like that. We've also got Nexus Tours, and Nexus Tours is our what we call our full-service ground handler in destination, and they're our employees down there that take care of all the transfer buses, all the excursions that take place in destination. They're also what we used to call our reps in destination. If you have any issues or if they have any questions, it's those staff down in destination that help our passengers out and make sure that their holiday is a fantastic holiday. We've also got a company called sunwingjets.com, and that is, I won't talk too much about that, but that is it's a private luxury jet charter company that we have. We've also, of course, got Blue Diamond Resorts, and probably Blue Diamond Resorts is the fastest growing part of our company for the last few years, at least the last 6, 7, 8 years. And that is our hotel division. And that hotel division has the different brands that you see on the screen there, the Royalton brands, the Memories, Starfish, Mystique, and those are, and Planet Hollywood, of course. Those are the different brands that fall under the Blue Diamond chain name. So as a company, like I said, we've been growing tremendously fast for the last few years. And we're really proud of where we are. We've done really, really well, and we got a lot of great feedback from our clients and a lot of the travel agents and things like that. I thought what I would do next is we've got a great video actually that I want to show, and it really shows and it really emphasizes the point as far as who we are as a travel company. We want to be able to provide fun, active, or relaxing trips to our passengers, whatever their needs are. And this video really does summarize it nicely. So I'm going to show the video now. I hope you all enjoy it.
Do you like going on vacation? Now that was awesome.
I love it. Oh my goodness. I love that video. Every time I watch that video, the little guy, you know, with the line, oh my goodness, that one just brings a smile to my face. It's just fantastic. Hopefully you enjoyed that video. I want to just skip over to what we call Safe with Sunwing, and this is our commitment to health and safety. We introduced Safe with Sunwing back in, I'm going to say it was the end of May, maybe beginning of June last year. And it's our commitment, like I said, to health and safety. And of course, this all came about because of the global pandemic that we're all involved in right now. The commitment covers all aspects of your trip down to wherever you're going to. Everything from checking in at the airport to the you know, what happens on the aircrafts themselves, to the tour buses and the transfer buses down south, changes to the hotels and things like that down in destination, and changes to the various excursions that take place in destination. There is so many changes that have happened in the past year, and we had to adapt very quickly, and we did adapt very quickly to all of these new protocols that we had to put in place. I won't go into everything in detail, but just know that the new protocols cover everything from a much more regulated cleaning of transfer buses, of aircrafts, of hotels, of rooms, things like that. Hand sanitizers found basically at every corner of your trip, type of thing. Yeah, staff on board the aircraft, you know, wearing PPE on board the aircraft. Of course, we all know that we all have to wear masks on board the aircraft these days from start to finish, the entire duration of the flight. In restaurants, you know, you'll see, much like up here in Canada, you know, before the government stay-at-home order was put in place, if you went to a restaurant, you'd wear your mask, you know, until you got to your table, let's say. Those kind of things are happening in destination as well. Doesn't mean to say at all that that your trip can't be as great as it always has been. It definitely can be. I was down in Cancun, for example, in November, middle of November, and we experienced all these protocols while we were down there. And we were seeing people have fun. People were having fun like they always did. The mask wearing is definitely encouraged at resorts, definitely in the public areas. But it doesn't ruin a trip. I think we're all used to wearing masks these days. Doesn't mean you have to be wearing your mask at the beach. You don't want to definitely do that because then you're going to get sun lines and things like that. So there's definitely areas where you can take your masks off for sure. So even on our transfer buses and our excursion buses that we use, we rope off and tape off some seats so that a lot of social distancing and things can take place as well. Even the excursions, we limit the excursions to a certain number of people now, much less than what we had in the past. Again, to socially distance people and things like that. So what I do want to say about Safe with Sunwing, if you do want more information on Safe with Sunwing, the easiest way of finding all the resources that you want to is just go to our website, sunwing.ca, sort of scroll down to the middle of the page, and you'll see a little box, Safe with Sunwing. And when you click that box, it brings you into another area of our website where you'll be able to click on all of these different icons here. And there's videos, there's written information about all aspects of your trip. So if you do, as I said, if you do want more information on that, absolutely, you can go to sunwing.ca. You can have a chat with your favorite travel agent at Kemp Travel, and they can definitely answer your questions as well, for sure. So at this point, I'm going to hand it over to Lorraine. Lorraine, over to you, my friend.
Yes, I just brought my picture back up there. Thanks so much, Dave. And again, very much happy to be here this evening just to talk a little bit more about what's coming down the pipeline with Sunwing. So the visual you see here right now is our Freedom 21-22 sale, which is on. So a couple of key points that are highlighted on the screen is that when you're booking your vacation with Kemp Travel under this promotion, you have the opportunity to change or cancel your vacation anytime with ease. We also have introduced a complimentary price drop cashback guarantee of up to $800 a couple. Again, that's complimentary if you're booking a Blue Diamond resort. If you're booking some other ones, Kemp Travel can provide you with the details on that. The other nice thing too is that we've implemented a flexible payment option. Okay, and then realistically, we've got the deposit right now, which has been reduced for $100, and then final payment details 25 days out from departure, and then the COVID-19 coverage, which is included. Again, all the details pertaining to this particular promotion, our dear travel partners and the professionals of Kemp Travel can certainly give you more updates on that. Moving forward, one of the things that we're very, very excited about talking about cruising is we're working with MSC Cruise Lines. And there's a new ship that they've introduced called the MSC Seashore. It's actually a larger ship, a more extended ship. And we've got some great promotions going on right now. So first and foremost, this ship particularly operates out of Toronto into Miami. And what's included is our round trip transfers from the Miami airport to the pier. Of course, your airfare is also included, 7-night cruise accommodation and your meals. The nice thing too is that there's an easy drink beverage package and standard Wi-Fi package, which is included with this. And what's really, really exciting is we have a promotion going on right now. So if you book basically an ocean view cabin prior to the 20th of April, you can actually receive a balcony stateroom. So again, our partners here at Kemp Travel have more details to be able to update you on this particular ship. The next visual just gives you a little bit more, of what the actually ship looks like. I love the big screen over there in the bottom right-hand corner, sort of watching movies under the stars and things like that. So again, very, very excited about our partnership with MSC and introducing this ship. Another ship that we're excited to introduce right now is the Marella Explorer 2. Now, this particular ship is a smaller ship. It sails off of our Montego Bay flight. And the key thing is it is adults only. So our departures for this ship will be sailings on Tuesdays. We'll include your round trip airfare on Sunwing Airlines from Toronto right into Montego Bay, 7-night accommodation with your meals on board, round trip transfers again from the airport in Montego Bay right to the pier, the standard beverage package, daily service charges and gratuities. But I think the really, really exciting thing about this particular cruise is that there's 4 very unique itineraries. One's called The Flavors of the Caribbean, one's The Exotic Explorer, one's Pride of Panama, and then the Panama Canal Experience. But again, for more details, please speak to the travel professional here at Kemp Travel, and they can certainly update you on that. And then moving forward, as far as Canada is concerned, for the summer season, we're going to be having a small domestic program. We're going to be offering flights from Toronto to Vancouver, and we're also going to be operating flights from Toronto into Gander, Stephenville, and St. John's as far as Newfoundland is concerned. And again, our friends at Kemp Travel can certainly get you there under our wing, shall we say, at Sunwing. Right, Dave?
Absolutely. That's great. Thank you, Lorraine. That's great. I just want to say, just want to talk really quickly about group travel. And I know that probably a lot of the customers on the call here, you know, maybe you have, maybe you haven't traveled as a group, things like that, but it's something definitely consider. We're seeing a lot of people who, you know, definitely a lot of people who had planned on traveling with a group, and then, you know, things went astray with the cancellation of flights. But we're also seeing a lot of people who, you know, haven't seen their friends or maybe haven't seen their extended family in a long time, and they're saying to each other, you know what, let's all go away together. And you know what, it's a great way to travel. And of course, our friends at Kemp Travel can definitely help out and help out get that group together for you. Group travel is so much fun. It's, you know, whether, like I said, whether it's your extended family you're traveling with, or whether it's a church group, or whether, you know, it's a bunch of guys going down for a golf trip, or whether it's, you know, a bunch of friends who are all turning 50 this year, whatever the case may be. It can be a great way to travel, and it's so much fun. Some of my best personal travels myself have been in groups. So I would definitely, you know, consider doing that. And of course, there's a lot of benefits to traveling as a group, and our friends at Kemp Travel can definitely help you out as far as that goes. But even little things like being able to, you know, if you've got a group of 20, being able to all sit on the plane together, you know, getting that all organized, when you get to destination, maybe having a private transfer only for your group, you know, even little things like that. And even organizing maybe an excursion in destination just for your group, you know, little things like that. And like I said, our friends at Kemp Travel can definitely help out as far as that. They would work alongside of our group sales agents at Sunwing, and amongst them, they would get everything organized for you to make sure that trip is a fantastic trip for you. So definitely consider that for sure. That is the end of our little section of the presentation, and I hope you've enjoyed it. And so what I'm going to do now is, as long as my computer works out here, I'm going to stop sharing my screen, and I'm going to hand the controls over to Domenica. There you go, my dear. You should be able to share your screen, Domenica.
Sure. Let me give me just a moment. Let me
Yeah.
see if I can pull it up full screen. One second. One more second.
Yeah, looking good. Yeah, there we go. We're all set, Domenica. There you go.
Fantastic, fantastic. So hi, everyone. Thank you for joining, and welcome to Blue Diamond Resorts, okay? So these are the brands that fall under the Blue Diamond Resorts umbrella. So we have Royalton, okay? So the first brand is Royalton Luxury Resorts. For the most part, is family friendly. We have Hideaway. Hideaway is the adults only section of Royalton and is sold as a separate hotel, okay? Then we have Planet Hollywood. Planet Hollywood is family friendly. However, we have the adult scene at Planet Hollywood Cancun, similar to the Royalton and the Hideaway, so it's a hotel within a hotel. Memories, for the most part, is family friendly, with the exception of Memories Caribe in Cayo Coco, which is adults only. Starfish is Cheap and Cheerful, or is our Cheap and Cheerful brand, and is family friendly. We also have Gran Lido. Gran Lido is our adults only brand and is our Au Natural brand. And Mystique by Royalton, which is family friendly. So following the guidelines set by the CDC, the WHO, and the local and national ministries of health and safety, the Blue Diamond Safety Assurance Team is in a position to ensure comprehensive implementation of sanitization, physical distancing, and cleaning protocols to protect guests and employees alike. So we've taken a 360 clean approach, okay? So from your check-in to checkout, with plexiglass dividers at check-in and checkout, our resort staff are required to wear PPE masks always. Regular temperature checks are also taken before entering restaurants. Staff are not permitted to enter guest rooms except if requested by the guests. We are providing smaller hygiene bags for guests as well. We have sanitizing stations throughout the hotel. Physical distancing is enforced always, and tables are allocated further apart in restaurants. So this is our resorts map, okay? So as you can see, we have hotels located throughout the Caribbean, Mexico, and Central America. Now, we do have hotels in Cuba. However, we have another sales team that looks after those hotels. So Royalton, experience all in luxury. So what does that mean? It's all your drinks, domestic beer, cocktails, and select international brands. We also have complimentary room service, USB charging stations in every room, ceiling mounted rain showers in every room, complimentary Wi-Fi throughout the entire property. So whether you're at the pool or you're at the beach or at the bar, you know, or in your room, you're always connected to Wi-Fi. And luxury accommodation. So as you can see in that image there on the top right, all our rooms are very, very spacious. They include double vanities, in-room jacuzzi tub, oversized balconies, and flat screen TVs. Now that room type there is our lead-in category. Normally we have unlimited reservation-free dining. However, with safety assured protocols in place, reservations are required and can be made with your butler if you are in Diamond Club. And sports event guarantee. So if there's a major event like a football game, a basketball game, a baseball game, we have you covered at Score Sports Bar. At Royalton Luxury Resorts, we also have our signature beds, which are our dream beds, okay? So they're hypoallergenic, they have a solo split system to prevent motion transfer, and are zoned with firmer coils. Our dream beds, our mattresses, are actually manufactured here, just outside Toronto, actually in Vaughan. And so they're manufactured here, and then they're shipped to our hotels. So if you stayed at one of our Royalton resorts, you've slept in our dream beds. So Royalton Chic Resorts and Spa. So one of the brands under our umbrella is Royalton Chic Resorts. It is adults only. We offer international and national liqueurs, all exclusive luxury concepts such as Level 18 Rooftop Cabana Lounge at Royalton Chic Suites Cancun, and Mermaid Pool at Royalton Chic Punta Cana. We also have an oxygen bar and a private chef table at our Royalton Chic Resorts. We have weekly theme parties as well. Guests that choose Royalton Chic are heavily engaged in social media. You know, they're up to date on current events, world news, and latest entertainment trends. The demographic normally is 35 to 55. The theme is Miami meets Vegas, so it's, you know, very, very lively. Hideaway. Okay, so where there's a Hideaway, there will always be a Royalton. So Hideaway is the adults only section of Royalton. Guests that stay at Hideaway enjoy, a private beach area, adults only pool, in-room amenities like aromatherapy and pillow menus. They'll also have an upgraded room service menu, and they have exclusive bar and beach area with waiter service as well. Grand Lido. So our Grand Lido is our own natural brand. We only have one Grand Lido. It is located next to Hideaway and a Grill. It's completely private and rooms face the opposite direction. Guests at book Grand Lido have access to the Club Mobile service at Sangster International Airport, and they receive Fast Track. Diamond Club. So what is Diamond Club? So Diamond Club is an amenity package that we sell as a room type. It includes your preferred room location, right? And usually the Diamond Club rooms are located closest to the beach. It also includes, preferred reservations in our a la carte restaurants, a distinctive wrist bracelet. So your wrist bracelet will actually say Diamond Club. Now, I do want to add that the wrist bracelet is your room key. So you just tap the door with your bracelet and your door opens, basically. You get your personalized check-in and check-out at our Diamond Club Lounge, butler service, and in-suite liqueurs for presidential suites and upper room categories. Planet Hollywood Hotels and Resorts. Okay, so Planet Hollywood Beach Resorts is vacation like a star. So if you're comfortable and you really like Royalton, our Royalton resorts, our Planet Hollywood Beach Resorts are very, very similar. The only thing that really changes is the terminology. So your Sleep Famous, your fabulous beds at Planet Hollywood is the same as Dream Beds at Royalton. Your main event guarantee is your sport event guarantee at Royalton. So you'll never ever miss a major sport event. Plugged in is your all-in connectivity, so you stay connected throughout the entire property. The only difference is you pick your music during your stay. So when you check in, our staff will ask you, what type of music theme you'd like to hear in your room during your stay, and you can turn it on and off as you please as well. You can also stream it through the PH mobile app, which you can download once you're at the actual resort. And Planet Hollywood Adult Scene. Okay, so Planet Hollywood Adult Scene is located adjacent to Planet Hollywood Cancun and Costa Mujeres. So this is similar to Royalton and Hideaways. Hideaways, the adults only section of Royalton. Planet Hollywood Adult Scene is the adults only section of Planet Hollywood Cancun. So guests will have access to a private beach and pool area. They'll have exclusive check-in and check-out. They'll also have access to the neighboring Planet Hollywood Cancun. So that's very, very important. So all guests that are staying at Planet Hollywood Adult Scene, they actually have access to the entire Planet Hollywood complex, including the family section, which is Planet Hollywood Cancun. Star Class. So what is Star Class? So, it's very, very similar to the Diamond Club at Royalton. So it's an amenity package that we sell as a room type. It includes your personal rider with bar labels and in-room snacks, your personal agent, which is your butler, preferred room location, complimentary access to the hydrotherapy pool, and pillow menu as well. So you get to choose your pillow for your stay. Now, these are the room types at Planet Hollywood. So we have the Junior Suite. Now, the Junior Suite is your lead-in category. We also have an Entourage Suite, which is your family suite. Director Suite, which comes in 1 or 2 bedroom arrangements and is equivalent to a presidential suite. And then my favorite, the Producer Suite, which is the largest room available. It's available in 2 or 3 bedroom arrangements. It has 3 or 4 full bathrooms based on the arrangements that you choose. Also has a pool table, a wet bar, a table that seats 8 comfortably, and a huge balcony or terrace, and so much more. Mystique by Royalton. Okay, so Mystique by Royalton, these are our boutique hotels. They're great for couples. They are smaller, more personalized. They are upscale. We have 2 Mystique properties. One is in Holbox, Mexico. So you're transferred from the Cancun airport to the port town of Chiquila. There you're ferried over to Holbox and greeted by golf carts that'll take you to Mystique Blue. Okay, I do want to add that on the island of Holbox, there are no cars. There are only golf carts. The other Mystique property is in St. Lucia. It's very upscale, great location, great food, great staff, and is all-inclusive. And is walking distance to Starfish St. Lucia as well. Let me add that Mystique Holbox is EP, okay? So it's not all-inclusive. Starfish Resorts. So our Starfish Resorts is our cheap and cheerful brand. Okay, so it's also a transition brand for us. So we aim to convert them in the future to a Royalton with either a new build or a fully renovated hotel. So Starfish Resorts is usually about great location. It's great for families. They feature 24-hour snacks, spacious guest rooms with satellite TV, and also include domestic beer, cocktails, and international liqueur brands. So these are our hotels, okay? So I'm going to go over the hotels briefly. So these are the hotels in Jamaica, okay? So we've got the White Sands or Royalton White Sands and Blue Waters. So the first 2 images there, okay? They're actually situated next to one another in Trelawney, and they're 30-minute it's a 30-minute transfer ride from Mo Bay Airport or Montego Bay Airport. If you actually put those 2 images together, that's the entire complex. Blue Waters or Royalton Blue Waters is a new build. It has an amazing lazy river and a water park. Restaurants are shared between both properties. Next, we have the Royalton Negril, which is the last image on the top. Hideaway Negril, and next to that on the rocky shores of Grand Lido. So it's completely private and completely faces the opposite direction. And these are the accommodations. So I would like to add from the get-go, if we built the hotel, accommodations are going to be almost exact. Okay, so regardless of hotel or destination, we are very, very consistent with our room types across the board. So, for example, if you've stayed, you've stayed at Royalton Blue Waters, for example, and you've stayed in a luxury junior suite, your next vacation, you'd like to stay at another Royalton, but in Mexico, you want the exact same room type, the luxury junior suite, you know what? Chem Travel can book it for you, with confidence. You will receive the exact same room type. They will look exact. Okay, so our rooms are very, very spacious. They come with double vanities, in-room jacuzzi tub, ceiling-mounted rain showers, large balconies, USB charging stations, and flat screen smart TVs. So Mexico, okay, so if we put the Hideaway and the Royalton Riviera Cancun images together, which are your first two images, that is the entire complex, okay? It consists of 1,183 rooms. It sits in Riviera Cancun and is approximately 20 minutes from the airport. Next to that, which is the last image on the top, is our Royalton Chic Suites Cancun. We've recently rebranded this hotel. It's now an adults only hotel. Okay, it's our first high rise. It's located in the Cancun Hotel Zone next to LeBlanc. It has an amazing, amazing rooftop cabana lounge called Level 18, which I believe Dave experienced. And all Royalton guests have complimentary access to the lounge with soft drinks included. Diamond Club guests also have national drinks included. Now, next to that is our Mystique Holbox, which I covered earlier. It's a small boutique style hotel and is EP, which is not all inclusive. Next to that, we have Planet Hollywood Cancun and Planet Hollywood Adult Scene. So you vacation like a star from the moment that you arrive to the time that you leave. We have Hollywood memorabilia. We have fabulous accommodations. We have activities for all ages, including Stars Kids Club. We have a teens club. We have Planet Play with an indoor trampoline zone, golf simulator, a basketball court, and so much more. We actually have a movie theater with a capacity of 76 people. We offer mini golf. We have Jurassic Splash Park for kids, a lazy river, which is my ultimate favorite, Shipwreck Cove. We have Flow Rider, which I want to try one day, 11 restaurants, 9 bars. Seriously, I can go on and on and on. It truly is a phenomenal, phenomenal hotel. So these are the accommodations in Mexico. Again, I'm not going to go over the accommodations in every destination because you'll notice a consistency from one destination to the other. You really can't tell unless it's written there that it's Cancun. You would know because that actually looks like Jamaica. It actually looks like Dominican Republic. So we are very, very consistent with our room types. Dominican Republic. Okay, so we have Royalton Punta Cana and Hideaway Punta Cana, which are the first two images. Hideaway is the adults only section of Royalton Punta Cana. So it is a hotel within a hotel. Okay, then we have Royalton Bavaro, located 5 minutes away from Royalton Punta Cana. It has an amazing lazy river, and I always mention the lazy rivers because they're always my favorite. Then we have, next to that, we have the Royalton Chic Punta Cana, and that is the first image at the bottom. This was recently rebranded from Chic Punta Cana to Royalton Chic Punta Cana. It's still adults only with a fabulous mermaid pool and chic angels that'll entertain you all day. Next to that, we have Royalton Splash Punta Cana. So this was rebranded from Grand Memories Splash Punta Cana. It has one of the largest water parks in the Caribbean, and it sits directly behind Royalton Punta Cana. So it is not beachfront, okay? But Royalton Splash guests have a dedicated beach area at Royalton Punta Cana with bar and grill services. Now, they also have access to Jade and Grazia restaurant at Royalton Punta Cana. So these are the accommodations. Again, notice a consistency with our accommodations. They almost looked exact from one destination to the other, okay? St. Lucia. So here we have Hideaway and Royalton St. Lucia, which are your first two images on top, okay? So if you look at the Royalton St. Lucia image, which is your second image on the top, the 4 buildings closest to the beach, that is your Hideaway. So again, it's a hotel within a hotel. So next to that, we have Mystique St. Lucia, which we covered earlier. You know, great location, upscale, great food, and great staff. And then we have the Starfish St. Lucia, which is located walking distance to Mystique St. Lucia. It is, again, our cheap and cheerful hotel. It is, you know, it has friendly staff, it has great food, and it's all about great location. Again, the accommodations very, very consistent. So if you look at the Royalton St. Lucia, which are the 3 images on top and the first image at the bottom, you know what, the rooms are almost exact as the rooms in Punta Cana, in Jamaica, and in Mexico as well. Now, the other 2 rooms, which are the Mystique St. Lucia and the Starfish St. Lucia, rooms are all very clean. They're, you know, we have breathtaking views, modern showers. Some of the rooms have private sun decks or a spacious living room. Royalton Antigua. Now, this is one of my favorite hotels. Okay, so it's located on Deep Bay. Now, I do want to add that we own that entire bay that you see in that image. Okay, this used to be the home of the former Royal Antiguan. It's a complete new build. We stripped it to the bone and we built up again. Our Chairman Suites at Royalton Antigua, which is on the next slide here, our Chairman Suites at Royalton Antigua are our overwater bungalows. So we have 6 of them. They sell out quickly and they are adults only. Now I want to add that our Chairman Suites at all our Royalton properties are family friendly. However, here at Royalton Antigua, because the Chairman overwater bungalows are overwater bungalows, they are adults only. Okay, so now guests that do book the overwater bungalows, they'll receive private airport transfers, they'll have welcome bottle of champagne, their own private hammock, private infinity plunge pool, they'll have access to a golf cart shuttle service, personalized selection of premium drinks, and so much more. Here are the accommodations. So again, we didn't build this hotel from scratch. We actually stripped it to the bone. Okay, so when we were actually tearing down the building, we noticed that it was actually built very, very well. So, and from what I was told years ago when it was the Royal Antiguan, if there was a tropical storm or if there was a hurricane, they'd actually transfer passengers or guests from other hotels to this hotel because it was built very, very safe. So we thought we are not going to tear it down completely, but we are going to strip it to the bone and we're going to build new again. So that is what we did here. So the rooms are a little bit smaller than our staple Royalton, but they're just as beautiful. Costa Rica. Okay, so Costa Rica. So Planet Hollywood, Costa Rica. This was the former home of Allegro Papagayo. We kept the footprint, but it's a complete new build. It's completely cliffside, as you can see in that image. It has breathtaking views of the Pacific coast. So if you're familiar with celebrity chef Guy Fieri, we have Guy Fieri's burger joint at all our Planet Hollywood beach resorts. Now, we also know that Costa Rica, but we actually have a swimmable beach here. Next, we have the Royalton Grenada. So this was a former Rex property. It is located in Tamarind Bay, very, very short drive to the airport. Hotel has been completely renovated. It's absolutely spectacular. We should reopen this hotel hopefully in the next coming months. You know, it has friendly staff, great food, fantastic location, as you can see in that image, and it has an amazing beach. And begin your forever in paradise. So I do want to let you know that we offer weddings at all our luxury resorts. We also have our own dedicated Royalton and Planet Hollywood wedding planners. They are located here in Toronto. For more information, please contact the professionals at Chem Travel. And this comes to the end of my presentation. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your schedule to join us today. So now back to you, Dave.
Awesome. Thank you so much. That's, you know, I love watching your presentation because, you know, just, you know, like I said earlier, you know, many of us haven't been able to travel for many, many months now. And at least when we get to see the beautiful images like that, you know, it gets us dreaming again, it gets us thinking again. And I guess really that was the purpose of this entire session tonight, is to, you know, showcase what we have to offer and get people thinking as far as, you know, and hoping that they get to travel, you know, as soon as possible. And that's the whole goal. So, Erin, I don't know if we have any questions or if we want to do some questions and things like that.
Sure, yeah, we can definitely open it up to questions. I just want to say thank you. That was great, and I couldn't agree more. It's got me dreaming about where I want to go next. The that girl laying in the overwater bungalow in that hammock there. It looks pretty relaxing to me right now. So yeah, let's open it up. Now I've muted everyone's line. So if you would like to unmute yourself and ask a question, or if you have a comment, there is also a chat feature. So if you're not comfortable opening up your line to ask your question, you can ask it in the chat box and I will monitor that as well. So like I said, feel free to unmute your line and we will go through any questions that people may have.
Well, before making any questions, I'm going to tell you that the Royalton Antigua, having had the opportunity of staying at that property and seeing those incredible over-the-water bungalows, was absolutely one of the most beautiful, breathtaking things I've ever seen.
Yeah, definitely.
I can imagine. It looks like a beautiful property.
I just can't wait to go to Grenada now. Like that's the Spice Island. I'm so excited about that. And of course, when you see Planet Hollywood, right? So
we just got to, we have to start traveling again. That's what it is. So once we start traveling, then we get to see all these properties. I'm really excited. I can't wait. Some of the properties I haven't seen myself, to be honest with you, because I was supposed to see them last year. For example, the Royalton Antigua, but then, because of the global situation we're in, I wasn't able to go. Wanted to go see Planet Hollywood. We opened it January 29th of this year, but I can't go yet. So hopefully, as soon as we all get our vaccines, we can all travel again.
Yep.
I'm not sure if you can hear me or
Yeah,
not.
we can.
Okay, this is Richard Perrick here. I'd like to take a moment or two, if we could, and actually talk about the elephant in the room, specifically the Canadian government and the travel restrictions, or what I would prefer to call travel ban that is currently in place. It's great to look at these photos and images and start developing dreams for the future, but for a 1 or 2 week holiday, it's quite unrealistic to even think about booking trips like that until we get these restrictions, like this, 3-day quarantine hotel and COVID test before you leave your destination holiday to come back home, et cetera, et cetera. So can you shine up your crystal ball, please, and give us some insight in terms of when you think the government is going to start to loosen restrictions, if not ideally eliminate them? Any sense of that at all? Thank you.
Absolutely, yes. First of all, thanks for the question, Richard. I love you. I love you. You've said many things right there that I probably would want to say, but for the sake of my job, I wouldn't want to necessarily say it. So thank you for saying them. My crystal ball says, I mean, we're gonna need to hear in the next week or so, because of course the restrictions and the hotel quarantines and things like that they have in place right now is up until end of April. And here we are sitting, almost the middle of April, and they haven't given us an update yet, have they? So that's definitely going to be coming down if they're going to be extending that. My crystal ball says, unfortunately, I think they are going to extend it a little longer. And we were absolutely planning on starting our flights again May the 1st. But if the government wasn't going to, if they were going to extend it, we would have to have not been able to do that, of course. We got ahead of the game a little bit, and we actually have now canceled our flights. About a week and a half ago, I guess, we canceled our flights until the 23rd of June. And I believe one of our competitors also has done the similar things as well. So my crystal ball says that I think the government is going to extend the restrictions a little bit longer. But my crystal ball also says that I'm thinking into June. I think that, and I could be wrong, but I think that the vaccines that are happening are going. I mean, we all could sort of think that we'd like everything to be faster than it really has been happening. But I think it's going pretty well. I think it's actually ahead of the game from what they thought might happen. If we go back to around Christmas time-ish. I remember at one point thinking to myself, at my age, let's say, it looks like I wouldn't get vaccinated until August, and I've already had my first vaccination, which is a very positive thing. So I think things are happening faster now. And I think because of that, even though I think that they'll extend their restrictions a little longer, I don't think it'll go into like August or something like that. I think it would be more like June. That's my guess. We'll see if I'm right or wrong. Who knows? But
Appreciate
no problem. I'll just add one more thing too. We're definitely seeing a lot of bookings coming in. We're seeing a lot of people redeeming their travel credits that they've had for the past year for travel the fall onward. Definitely. We have absolutely taken bookings. We do, even though we have a huge program for the winter, we do have a program for the summer as well. We are still planning on flying people June 24th onwards. We do have people booked for the summer, but absolutely, if I have to be completely honest, the majority of people that we see who are booking something is definitely from the sort of October-ish onward, definitely. So.
Appreciate the feedback. One final question. Vaccine passports. Do you think that's going to be a reality?
I think so. I really do think so. It would be a huge, big process. I mean, if we're talking about every single country in the world, getting on board and getting all the same sort of rules and protocols in place. I love the idea. I think I'm very big pro on vaccines and vaccinations. I want to be as safe as I can when I travel as well. And to be knowing that I'm going to a country where other people have been vaccinated, I'm all for that. And I think a vaccine passport would be awesome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Anybody else have any questions? I can just add maybe one more thing too, if I can. We were just talking about, Lorraine was mentioning as far as Royalton, Grenada and things like that. One of the hotels that Domenica had mentioned in her presentation, Planet Hollywood Cancun. So Domenica had mentioned we got that open January 29th of this year. And that was a real big buildup to getting that hotel opened. It was a brand spanking new hotel built from, the mud upward type of thing. And even though it got opened in January 29th, I was down there with a colleague, my boss, in November, and we were able to do a walkthrough of the hotel in November. It was half completed by then, and it was absolutely spectacular. You had this sense and this feeling as you were walking through the hotel, how great of a hotel this was going to be. Set on a beautiful stretch of beach, 400 meters of beachfront, with beautiful natural palm trees that they've left on the beach, which I just think is, I love going down south when I'm laying under a palm tree. I like laying under an umbrella, that's fine, but I much prefer laying under a palm tree and, looking up and seeing the branches sway and things like that. But like Domenica was saying, the hotel has, about 80,000 pools. That's an exaggeration, of course. Has about 80,000 restaurants. That's an exaggeration for sure, but there's so much choice. There's an indoor trampoline park, which I think, Richard, you would love. And it's just so good. There's a lazy river, which I bet Richard would love as well. And for sure, I would love to see Richard go there and get on that Flow Rider surf machine.
I would prefer the bar, thank you.
There you go. I'll meet you there with a mojito. There you go.
Well, thank you very much, David. I'll give it another second. I see a couple lines that are unmuted. So if anyone has a question, please just shout out and jump in. Otherwise, I will just thank everyone again for coming out this evening. We truly appreciate it. We know that it's definitely been a tough year without being able to travel. We appreciate you continuing to support us at Kemp Travel. We will be here for you when you're ready to use those credits or ready to book something new. As David said, we're seeing the same thing. Most are for the fall and through to the winter, but we also have noticed that prices are going up and space is filling in those high in demand properties. So we just wanted to have the opportunity to chat with our clients and give you guys an update on what's new and what's available. So again, thank you very much for coming out. We truly appreciate it. And if you have any questions, please reach out to myself or any of our agents that you work closely with. I know Ranka's on the call. I know Sheila's here. Lori Partridge is here. We have Liz Phillips. I know Chris is here. So we do have quite a few of the staff on the call today. I think Jane's here as well. So thank you again. We appreciate your time and look forward to chatting soon about your future travel.
Awesome.
Great.
Thanks
Thanks,
very
guys.
much, everybody.
Thank you.
Bye.
Have a good
Take
night,
care.
everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
See you
Bye.
on
Bye,
Sunday,
Isabel.
Sue. Bye, everybody.
Bye.